Well, hello and welcome to On The Croft. As you can see, the grass is getting the better of me and I just need to get on top of it. So that's today's little job, as well as a few others. I'm here for the day, so I'm going to try and get on top of whatever I can and wherever I can. And hopefully the sun's going to come out and it's going to be a glorious day. Catch you in a bit. I mean, look at it. It's almost back to square one. But hopefully by the end of today she'll have it looking ship-shape, Bristol fashion. So I want to try and get on top of this as well. Like I say, I've not got a strimmer with me today, but to bring it up later, it's a good strim, and then we can have a big burn off. Come on, I'll show you what I got up to the other day. I did manage to get it all strimmed because I went home and got the strimmer. So we cleared this. That's the result of everything. This is what we've now got to clear. I did manage to get a bit of burning done, and we can get a little bit further into the corner, and I think we'll probably end up just putting one bed here and maybe, I don't know, a smaller bed here, but that's next year. The main concern is trying to clear all this lot now and getting this burnt off. Don't think it's a good idea whilst the grass is still dry, but we'll see how we get on with that. Do you like my lettuce? I mean, they are starting to go a little bit now, but we've had some good leaves off of these this year, and we've also got some more lettuce over there which are growing away. This side I'm really pleased because after I did the weeding I managed to find that the parsnips have germinated. At least we've got parsnips for Christmas. The other ones on the other plot over the other thing over there, nothing. So at least we've got some. We've also got some celery in the middle and celeriac on either end. Beetroot coming on grape. I have to get in there and get some thinning done, get some weeds out. That's one of the jobs for today. Like I say, tomorrow we're up on Sam's plot. The courgettes are coming on. They're doing well. We did lose 3 more, I believe. But yeah, I did plant them when it was too warm. So like I say, we've got lettuce, got some pak choi in, some Oloroso lettuce. I think they are gem lettuce, not quite sure. Potatoes are doing well. Like I say, they're doing much better than Sam's. I have to say that. But do we take these off or do we leave them on? That is the question. Leave us a comment. Just let me know. But yeah, these are the main crop. The earlies are now starting to yellow. So give them another week or so, and then we'll dig them up. I think we'll just dig a couple up, see how we go, and then leave the others. The Caras are doing well. They're the main crop. The second earlies, which are these, not them, they're weeds, are these, which are Baby Lou. They seem to be doing okay. Like I say, the Caras are doing well. And this one we rescued, or should I say Sam rescued the comfrey from one of the other plots. It says you can't transplant them, but I think she's done a wonderful job there. She's certainly got green fingers. They're usually green, they're never mucky. But yeah, that's all that's really been going on this plot. I mean, look at these damsons. I'm going to have to support these. I've never seen it ladened as much. And this is just one tree. The other tree is exactly the same on that side. But it's putting a lot of pressure on these branches. So I think that's one of the other jobs today. Get this supported. As you can see, they're dropping, they're yeah, hanging down as well. So obviously a good year for damsons. Let us know in your comments how your damsons are getting on. Anyway, I'll show you. I'll have a look. You can have a little look around this plot if you want. So we've got some cauliflowers in these, and we've got some broccoli to take out of these, and some Russian sage, not Russian sage, Russian kale. There's more kale in this bed, Cavolo Nero, curly kale, and some more Russian kale there. The spinach is bolted, and it's same with the spinach in this bed. It's just been too warm from this year, but I'm going to take them out and get them on compost. We've got some red cabbage. We've got in the middle our Christmas sprouts. Hopefully they'll do well this year. Onions are doing well. They're bulking up nicely at the base. They should be coming out probably in next month. We'll see. Got some potatoes in buckets. Let's have a look and see what we've got in here. Trust me, pick the one with no label in it. In fact, that's not got a label in it neither. They need a good water. But look at this. This is what we have to put up with. It's been empty for 4 years. Granted, it's had knotweed, it's now clear of knotweed. And, you know, they've never been really and trimmed anything. And we have grass seeds, we have docks, we have all sorts. Encroaches onto this one. The other plot holder over there, he's got the same either side. Got a vacant plot there and a vacant plot on the other side. But we're going to remedy that because we do now have a committee on site, and we're off to go see the council in a few weeks' time with all its proposals and everything else as to how we're going to manage it. They're still going to be responsible for collecting the rent. We're not going to have anything to do with that, but we will. Let's say we're going to be the allotment police, and we're going to make sure that these are cultivated. We're going to get people on here. There's 70 people on the waiting list here in Leeds for this particular site, and there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 empty plots, which have been empty for 18 months at least. So, are they waiting for us to take this on, or they're just not bothered? watch this space and I'll give you an update once we've had his meeting with the council. But on a lighter note, look at them. First year I've actually grown carrots. And there's only me that likes carrots, because Sam don't like them. But I keep chopping them up. It's like having a kid. It's like you chop them up, put them in the stew, she'll eat them. Green beans? No, not green beans. Runner beans, cobra, the usual, scarlet. And I think we've got some, what I've got here? Some at Papa. I must get some proper labels. Might do what Danny did on Grow Up, and he's got some window trim, demold it's called, and cut them up right on them. They're never going to rot. They're about, I don't know, let's have a think, probably £5 a length, if that, 5 metres, so you're going to get a lot of labels out of them. These are yard long beans. Don't know how they're going to go. We're still waiting. This is now outgrown our little fencing. The fencing's actually come from the school over there. We found it dumped in the allotment. But, yeah, comes in handy. Broad beans, I think they're ready to be picked and harvested. Get them shelled. Get some of them in the freezer. Try them out, whatever. Peas. I had the same problem this year. I put some netting up. The netting obviously isn't strong enough for them. And we've also had our friendly fat pigeons, as we call them. We've been nibbling all the ends off. We have them every year. I lost one crop one year, but this year I did put some netting over just to keep them off. But they usually like the ends, as you can see here. But, you know, what can you do? It's the joys of gardening. Got some tomatoes down this end, some peppers growing, and yeah, we've got the sweet corn, which is to go up on Sam's. Loads more tomatoes on the end, and on this end here we've got the fig. Like I say, I do have a lot of weeding to do today. But this is the fig that we used to have in the garden, and we brought it up here to give it a chance. So yeah, that's about it in here. So for now, I'll take you down the bottom end. There's loads of tomatoes and stuff in the polytunnel there. I won't show you the fruit cage down at the bottom because I still haven't weeded it. I still haven't done anything else since we put it up. So if you want to have a look at that, we'll go have a look at that. Have a look and see what we found. There is a bee in there somewhere. Anyway, quick update of what's in here. Apart from it being warm. Some Shirley tomatoes at the back. We've got some peppers to go in. We've got gherkins. Just a couple down at the bottom. Some aubergines at the back, which are looking a bit sorry for themselves. But we do have some aubergines in here. At the back there we've got melon, which are slowly climbing up the netting. Hopefully next year might get some stronger netting. But the yellow plum tomatoes at the back, which we had a great crop of last year. At the front we've got Samazzanos, some Italian plum Roma F1s, and some of these will be going into Sam's, but at the moment they're all down here until we get the polytunnel up. and I'll show you, I don't know if you can just see, at the back there we've got the grapevine, which is growing in Sam's, and I'll show you what's growing out the back here. So we've got the odd cherry growing, but we've made the decision we are going to espaliate them. These, and that's the Morello, that's the Stella. We have got some nice little cherries underneath there, which are hiding. And this actually did better than the other one. And pears are doing well. We've got the, I think that's Autumn Bliss. Some raspberries growing on these. I've got some of these to tie back in. This one's doing well. I think we've had a bird that's had that one. And we've got some more here. Really not done anything else with the fruit cage, apart from, oh right, if you want to see how we did the fruit cage, I'll leave a link below. It's on the last video, but I'll leave a link below. Yeah, the currants are doing well. Black currants, gooseberries, we've got a lot more come through on the gooseberries since the last video. And the blueberries that are in the pots, we need to get some weeds out of there, I think, before they take over. But yeah, that's about it down at the bottom end. Come on then, come on. Well, I'll show you what we've been up to on Sam's and what she's been up to. Come on. She's been doing a bit of weeding on this bed, prepping it for the three sisters, which are sweet corn, beans and squashes stroke pumpkins. Been loads of manure put in it, so they'll do well. These are cabbages and cauliflowers. They're doing fantastic, apart from that one, which is bolted a bit. But they're better than mine. I can't get over it. But there has been a fire here, so it could be something to do with that. Could be the nitrogen or something that's, anyway. They're her potatoes. But best of all, mine are doing a lot better. These are leeks, some onions, garlic, or I think it was just whatever were left over. There's about 4 different varieties of leeks in here. We'll see which does best, and then obviously we can keep using that particular one because we know it's great for the soil. This is a herbidaceous border. 2 sunflowers, some Moroccan mint, which is great in a tea. I might just make some later on. Oh, lovely. We've got some thyme, rosemary, sage, and I think we've got a little borage, which seems to be popping up everywhere. Samantha's favourite flower. It brings us on to what we were doing last weekend, and that's prepping her base for a polytunnel, which is sitting at home in the porch. And it's a solid base which is anchored to the floor, and then we'll anchor the polytunnel frame to that, so it doesn't blow away, and then the cover will then be anchored down to this. We don't want any accidents, we don't want it blowing away. Got some slabs down. I've got that one to cut yet to go in there, but I ran out of sand, so I'm going to get some sand today. Made these beds out of what was left from the other beds over there. So we've got one long bed, a little bit of a shorter bed this side, potting bench to go on there, and a long bench at the back. Hopefully, I don't know if it's going to work, but we might be able to fan some offcuts of aluminium tubing, fasten it to the framework, strengthen that end, because that's going to get a lot of wind come winter. So yeah, that's that. And this one we've kind of set it aside for this year, mainly because there were minor bees in it, and I think it was showed on one of the other videos that we did. When we did the other beds, we kind of ruined it last year because they just burrowed in, and Sam's really a nature lover. She loves the bees, wasps and stuff. So yeah, that brings me on to this, which is the rest of the raised beds that were on Sam's plot. We made a bench out of it because, to be honest with you, I was fed up of coming up here and sitting on 3 wonky pallets trying to have a cup of coffee, and this one is so much better and so relaxing. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to have 5 minutes. I did actually say earlier on in the video that we were coming up tomorrow, which would have been Sunday, which was last Sunday. We decided to have a day off. It was too warm, we were shattered. We're now a week on after all the extreme weather, because we haven't been able to do anything apart from water. And we finally come up today to get the Polytunnel up, well, Sam's Polytunnel. So it's not a paid promotion. She bought it herself, and it's a birch tree polytunnel. It came from the range, and it cost, I think, about £110. Was it £110, Sam? Yeah, round about that. She did look at the Outsunnies, but this one is a far better one. 25mm pipe, galvanised steel. I think the other ones are about 15mm on the Outsunnies. I've seen loads of them blow away, and I think we did have one of these several years ago, and it stood up to some of the gusts and what have you that we had. So hopefully this should last a good few years. All the parts are numbered, and there's no stickers on them, apart from this one, which is not numbered. Trust me. But yeah, they're all numbered, and as you can see, it's not a little sticker. It's actually printed on the tube. I don't think these have a number on, for the simple reason that you can't go wrong. You know where that's going to go. So yeah, let's have a look and see what's left in here. We've taken all the nuts and bolts and screws and stuff out, put them all on the bench. But these are all the bottom. So you've got your framework that goes round. I'll actually show you the instruction pamphlet, so you can have a look on that, and it shows you how it all goes together. It's pretty straightforward. You work from the bottom upwards, which is common sense really. But yeah, they're all in. All the tubes that you need first are in this box, and everything else that you need, all the curves, are all in the second box. And in the second box is the cover. So it's like you can put that box to one side, concentrate on this one, and you don't get anything mixed up. You don't have to go through 2 boxes just to get your base done. So I'm going to get everything out of here, and then I'll show you what's in the package with the screws and bolts and nuts and what have you in a minute. But yeah, well, this is everything that comes in a little package which is inside the box. It contains all the relevant nuts and bolts, anchoring posts, which we're not going to use because we're going to fasten it down a different way, and I'll show you that later on. And there's a guy rope. They'll come in handy. I'll put them in the shed. Allen key and a trusty spanner, so I won't have to use my other spanner, but it doesn't matter because I've brought my other tools with me this time. Instruction book tells you how to do it. We've also got a little 5% off, which I put at the end of the video, so you can all get 5% off. We're not getting paid for it, like I say, but yeah, it's easy to follow. Little instruction, 2-page. So yeah, pretty straightforward, we hope. So yeah, let's see how we get on. So now everything's out of the box. Just going to go over, we've set a tripod up over here, so we're just going to do a time lapse this time. No long drawn out video, it'll be all condensed. And yeah, you can see how it all goes together. So stick with us, and I'll catch you on the other bit, on the end. Well, that's it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, click on the like, click on the little bell so you'll be notified when we upload another one, and most of all, subscribe, and then you'll see what we get up to in the next coming episodes. But it's up, it's bloody warm in there, it's warm out here, we're going home for a drink, maybe something stronger. But if you're out there, slap on your sun factor, enjoy yourself, and in the meantime, enjoy gardening. See ya.